Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from Redolessence. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today I'm joined by my good friend Carlos.
Patchouli, hashtag patchouli.
I love the shirt, man.
Thank you.
And in today's episode, we're going to be taking a closer look at a fragrance that does not contain patchouli. And this one is called Amor Rose by Shalini. So stay tuned. Alright, so in the beginning of the video I said that this one doesn't contain any patchouli. Sure enough, the note breakdown is like 4 notes long, with one accord being amber. Okay. And, you know, a perfumer never reveals all of his or her secrets. In this case, the perfumer is Maurice Roussel.
Maurice Roussel.
Whose work I've sampled extensively, and he happens to be one of my favorite perfumers. I always like how he takes a very likable DNA, and then he utilizes an ingredient that to some could be a bit off-putting. So, for example, Mousse Gravageur by Edition de Parfum Frederic Malle, it has that clove note in addition to that sweet base, and a lot of people find the clove note to be off-putting. In New Harlem by Bond No. 9, he adds a note of lavender on top of that syrupy, sweet sort of aroma, and a lot of people find that to be a bit of a contradiction in and of itself. Possibly the only thing that can be a bit contradictory in this perfume, which I think it blends in here beautifully, is the note of saffron. And so you have Bulgarian rose, which can be a little lemony, can be a little powdery. You have saffron, you have mahogany wood, and you have amber. So amber accord.
This is just, I've got some on here, a stunningly beautiful fragrance. It's so well done. It's somewhat old worldsy, yet modern. You got some powder, but you don't have an old lady stuffiness about it. Right. You've got the warmth of the amber. Yeah. The rose isn't overly jammy, but it's there and almost alive. It's like a surreal painting or something. It's just really gorgeous. It's hard to put to words how stunning I think this is.
What I particularly love about this one, and Lord knows I really do love this one, this is one of the best releases for 2018 on the niche realm. What I really, really enjoy about this one is that you have that signature that Maurice Roussel leaves behind in a lot of his compositions, and in this case it's that ambery backdrop, and so it kind of meshes so well with the lemony sort of quality of the rose, which is the queen of florals obviously, and it's such a lush and sensual rose. It's not overbearing, but I like how the mahogany wood adds a little bit of smokiness to the composition, and the saffron adds just that much character and spiciness. Yeah, exactly. Although I don't think it smells culinary, and I think you would agree with me, but it does definitely add that sort of spicy, exotic aroma to the blend.
This has no rough edges anywhere.
Yeah, correct.
Everything is just melded so seamlessly and so perfectly that it's it's just, again, just really, really gorgeous.
That's awesome. So I had the pleasure of meeting Shalini. It was a great encounter. She is one of the most wonderful people that I've ever met in the industry. And I was actually introduced to her by a mutual friend of ours, Joe, from Joe Sent Me. And so the day that he decided to make this his scent of the day, so I was coming home from work and he had applied it, and I was able to smell it in the hallway before I even got through the door. But I remember just being so mesmerized by the aroma. As soon as I walked in, I didn't even say hello to him. I didn't greet him because he was staying at my house for a few days. And I just walked in and I said, Joe, what are you wearing? And he goes, oh, I'm wearing Amorem Rose. Yeah, so it's such an incredible fragrance. I really do mean that when I say it. I love how it's a nice balance of all the different ingredients in here. The ambery accord in the base, it does lean a little vanillic, I will admit. And vanilla is used in the synthesis of a lot of amber accords. You can usually throw in some resins, benzoin, even labdanum. But in this case, I do find it to be a little vanillic, but not overwhelmingly so that it puts the fragrance in gourmand territory. This is definitely a floral scent, but it's a very approachable floral, and it's a unisex floral.
I think that it's a really perfectly unisex fragrance. It doesn't lean overly masculine or overly feminine. It's done in just the right proportions. Yeah. It's definitely special, albeit a little expensive. This is a pricey one here.
Yeah, the 1.7 ounce is $500. Yeah.
Ooh, I wasn't aware. Yeah. I wasn't aware it was that. Wow.
And Shalini has also done a collaboration with Lalique, and I think the crystal Lalique bottles are $3,000 each. Yeah.
That's for the ballers out there. I wish I was one of them.
That is 100% a collector's item.
But as far as the juice itself, it really is really one to experience, and one that you won't forget so easily.
And it also should be noted that there are a ton of natural ingredients in here. Shalini herself told me just how many naturals are used in the synthesis of this creation. And Bulgarian rose is used in here, and that's such a precious raw material. Very difficult to come by in its natural form.
Awesome.
Very pricey. And so, personally, I love this scent. It is the perfect scent to wear when you're going on a date, a dressed-up occasion, formal occasion, when you want to make an impression, you want heads to turn. It doesn't smell overly natural to the extent that it smells indie or unpolished, or that it has rough edges, like you said, because it totally doesn't, right? I think this one is just very well pieced together. You can tell it was put together by a masterful nose, and I am super proud to have this in my collection. So Joe, thank you so much for wearing it that day and just confirming or validating just how much I wanted this one. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you for sending this for us to review.
Additionally, yes.
I got one myself, a smaller one, but it's precious, and I will continue to hold it dear to my heart. So thank you very much for letting us experience it.
Awesome. So thank you all so much for watching at home. We really do appreciate it. I will be leaving Carlos's information down below, so if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to him, please do so. And also, if you are new to this channel and you took something of value from this video, I would love your subscription. All you have to do is click the red subscribe button in the corner. And this way, whenever I do upload future fragrance-related content, it will get delivered straight to your feed. You never need to worry about clicking on my name or having to search me up or anything like that. It will get delivered straight to you. Thanks again for watching. I love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye. Exactly. And it should be noted that there are a ton of naturals in here, and Bulgarius Bulgarius. I'm naming my son that. Come here, Bulgarius.
Bulgarians.